See, on the face of the check, two parallel transfers lines written. Then it is an indication payment should not be made over the counter. It should be made only to the through the banker. Simply two parallel transfer line. Please read quickly. Section 124.
Yes, sir. So a special crossing. A check bearing the name of the bank across its face.
Yeah, that is a
When
check is drawn on State Bank of India, but the Indian bank name is written. That means the check is crossed specially to Indian bank and payment should be made only to Indian bank. Continue.
23, Section 130. A check crossed not negotiable cannot confer a better title on the transferee. However, such a check can be transferred.
Continue.
24. Account payee. Crossing does not find a mention in the NI account. It has come to stay in the practice. The
NI
purpose of
account,
crossing
NI account, NI act.
act. It has come to stay in practice. The purpose of crossing account payee is to strict the payment to the payee only. Account payee crossing is an instruction to the collecting bank. Not negotiable crossing is a caution to the bank collecting the check for the transferee.
Hmm.
25. Section 30,
Hmm.
131. If a bank collects a crossed check for properly introduced customer in a good faith and without negligence, the bank will not be liable. Now, if the title to the check is defective, the protection available is called protection against conversion.
Yeah,
Conversion is
1 minute.
defined as
1 minute. 1 minute. Some candidate has paid money. Let us send the link to her so that she can also join us.
yes,
And I think she is also from Andhra. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Now you were reading this one. Yeah. Please read which one you were reading for account payee. Not
25, sir.
yeah,
Point
25.
25, sir.
Please read.
Yes. Uh, Conversion is defined as interference with title. Point 26, Section 138 to 143 provides penal provisions for
This is
dishonor
very
of a check,
important. This is very important. Yeah.
dishonor of dishonor of a check for want of funds, punishable with an imprisonment up to unto 1 year and or fine unto twice the check amount. If A, the check was not stale at the time of presentation. B, the affected holder notified the drawer within 15 days from the date of receipt of dishonor notice from the bank. C,
See.
drawer fails to pay or reply within 15 days from the date of his receiving the notice from the holder, a drawer reply is not acceptable to the holder. D, now counter inferior to that of metropolitan magistrate or judicial magistrate of first class try the offense. Will try the
Mm,
offense.
1 minute.
Point 20. Yes, sir.
Point 27. Yeah.
Check bouncing. Punishment becomes harsher. Union Cabinet approves a fresh bill to amend the Negotiable Instrument Act 1981, proposing doubling of punishment from the present 1 year to 2 years. The bill would also provide the cases of dishonored checks should be disposed within 6 months, with hearing being held daily if required. The new bill would also make the Information Technology Act 2000 applicable to
Mm,
electronic clearance of the checks to truncated checks, that is, checks issued in the physical form where the transaction has been done electronically. The bill seeks to draw a distinction between executive directors and non executive directors of companies for the purpose of pinning responsibility for the dishonor of checks. Thus, a non executive director holds the post by virtue of his holding an employment in the union government, state government, or a financial corporation owned or controlled by union or Shall,
No, 1 minute.
uh,
No, because I am sending. Which one are you reading now?
yes, sir, 27 and last one, sir. Controlled by the
Yeah,
union or state government would not be liable for prosecution under this act.
very good.
Point 28.
Continue. 28.
Yes, yes, sir. Stopping payment of post-dated checks an offense. The Supreme Court has held that if a person issuing a post-dated check stops its payment by giving instructions to the drawee of the bank before the due date of payment, he would be
Hmm.
liable for penal consequences under Section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act. The object of the Act was to ensure credibility in the business's transactions, and by countermanding payment of post-dated checks, a party should not be allowed to get away from the penal process. If we
Countermanding means
hold,
stopping. Yeah.
okay,
If we had, if we hold,
if we otherwise, by giving instructions to banks to stop payment of a check after issuing the same against a debit or liability, a drawer would easily avoid penal consequences. If stoppage of payment of a post-dated check is permitted to take the case out of the purview of Section 138 of the NI Act, it will amount to allowing the party to take advantage of his own wrong.
very good.
Yes.
29. Case of return
A
of checks.
case law
Please read.
is
Hmm.
A. Criminal liability cannot be fastened on the hearers or legal representatives. B. An offence is committed even if check is written on the ground of closure of account. C. A check can be presented any number of times during the period of its validity. D. A post-dated check is deemed to have been drawn on the date it bears, and 6 months period for the purpose
No,
are
no.
to be revoked
Sorry.
from the date.
Sorry. Now it is reduced. Now 3 months period.
3 months. And three.
Now,
Okay.
yeah. Continue. Section point 30.
Section point 30, section 141. Offences by the companies. 31.
Yeah.
Section
Yeah.
146. Bank slip
Hmm.
prima facie evidence of certain facts. 32.
Hmm.
Section 147. Offences to the compoundable. Every offensive punishable under Act shall be compoundable. Payee of a check cannot initiate prosecution for a offence under Section 138 for its dishonor for the second time, if he had not initiated such prosecution on the earlier cause of action. 33.
Oh, acha,
NI.
this is a, yeah, very good. 33.
Yes. NI Act does not say anything about dating a negotiable instrument, but practice has established that an undated instrument is not valid.
Hmm.
34. A check is in different things, handwriting, etc., is not invalid just because of that.
Yeah, it can be written in two different inks also. Even then, it has to be.
Yes.
But this is theoretical. Practically, you will not have such cases. So, this much is sufficient for negotiable instrument. But nowadays, not much discussion is going on about negotiable instrument because we are using very less of checks. Every payment is made through online, Gpay or phone pay like that. Very